Dear students, it is the second video for the week 2 and we are learning about the physiography or the topography of Pakistan. In the first video, we learned about the highest mountains of Pakistan like Karakoram, Himalayas, Hindu Kush region and their strategic and economical significance. Now, the second mountain regions in Pakistan are called Western Mountains. Western Mountains include Kirthar, Safedko, mean the White Mountain, Waziristan, and the Suleiman. These are the parallel ranges that run from south to north. From south to north. These regions run from south to north. Look at this map and you find out that if you start from Sindh, this is called Kirthar range. This range, which is connected, starts from the Arabian Sea and is on the bank of Indus River and the affiliated regions. This is called Kirthar. And Central Brohi range. This is in the middle of Balochistan, and Waziristan range in KPK on the borders of Afghanistan, and they're called Suleiman range. These ranges are situated on the borders of Balochistan, Punjab, and Sindh on the bank of river Indus. Well, these are the range where the most horrible flood came, and the regions of Balochistan, the regions of Punjab and the Sindh, they came under the heavy waters. Well, the height expands from 2,000 meters to 4,712 meters south to north respectively. Means these mountain range gain height from south to north. As they move toward north, their height reached the maximum, and the maximum height reached the 4,712 meters. Now the valleys. There are several valleys and low-lying basins, including Bannu Valley, Kohat Valley, and the Valley of the Peshawar. Fine. In the middle of these mountain regions, there are low-lying, from on the foot of these mountains are fertile lands of areas of Bannu, Kohat, and Peshawar. Although these areas sometimes they often observe lots of humidity, hotness, but they do have their own charm and culture. And in these valleys, we find that the oldest Gandhara culture and other civilizations, they develops. The peaks are not very big in height. Their peaks are not as heighted as we found in Karakoram and Himalayas and Hindu Kush and fine. They are the lofty mountain. They are quite narrow in comparison or comparing with them. Safedko is the only peak that is covered in the snow. Fine. The mountain area of Safedko is a mountain which is covered in snow, and it is because it is already linked with the northern areas. Therefore, maybe the climate is. Furthermore, there are many historical passes including Bolan, Gombal, Khyber, Tochi, and Kuram. These mountains pass, I have already explained in the previous discussions, that pass is a way between the two mountain regions and which enters into the main open land. So these are Bolan, Gombal, Khyber near Peshawar, which links Peshawar and uh, uh, Afghanistan, Tochi and Kurum. These mountain range are very special from the historical perspective because all the people who traveled from these mountain regions and entered to the Iran and Afghanistan and other areas, and the people from those areas would come through these regions and enter into the main. There are not many glaciers. Should we move next? Well, drainage, economy, and the people in the Western Mountains. Now have a look on that what is the drainage system. Drainage, all you know that the river or the water flowing system is called the drainage system, and the life of the people in these mountains. The drainage include Kuram, Hab, Layari, Tochi, Zob, and Gomal. Mean these are the rivers which flow into the Western Mountains. Fine. Once again, Kuram, Hab, Liari, Tochi, Zob, and Gomal. Economy and the people. The water drains in the western rivers and helps in the cultivation of sugarcane, rice, and wheat. Fine. This water is the source of agriculture in certain areas of Sindh, Balochistan, and Punjab, and in the KPK. Fine. Here, the main uh, crops are sugarcane, rice, and wheat. The passes connect Pakistan to Afghanistan. The passes also connect Karachi to Sibi. Mean these passes connect Karachi to Sibi. Fine. These mountains create a defensive wall between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Mean they have the strategic importance also. Natural defensive wall between Pakistan and Afghanistan. These mountains are rich in boulders, clay, limestone, reds, and sandstones. Mean these mountains and their formation is that they produce different kind of limestone, chune ka pathar, okay, sandstones, and other mixed minerals. Somewhere we find copper, and there are also the oil and gas, but at the quite low level. These mountains prevent Pakistan from western depressions. These are important military centers, namely Ghat and Bannu. Mean these are the military centers from the quite historic times. They have the historic values. Number one, they were the opening for uh, the invaders or rulers from the Central Asia. They would first make their settlement here, and then they got gained strength, and they would move to the vast Indian subcontinent. Fine. Secondly, when British came and they uh, expanded their territory, these areas became very important from strategic position because the people of this area and the affiliated areas of Afghanistan and Balochistan, they were they want freedom. They were the freedom fighters, and they kept fighting with the British colonialism all the time. So British established these areas as the uh, defense. Fine. And after the partition, these areas came under the control of Pakistan, and now they have been developed more, and they are playing a very vital role in the defense of Pakistan. Next is Potwar Plateau. Plateau or Plateau. Plateau is called a land which is mix of rock, mountains, mud, sand, and these properties. I mean, there the land is uneven. The land is uh, undulating or uneven. Somewhere you find the little mountains, and down the mountains are the sand and hard surface. Clear? These are called plateau. These plateaus are very significant in the topography of all the regions. For example, Balochistan Plateau and the area in the uh, Iran Plateau, Sistan, they are rich in minerals. Well, you have understood about that what is a plateau. There are two types of plateaus which are in Pakistan. In the very first video, I've told Balochistan Plateau and the Potwar Plateau. First, the Potwar Plateau. Potwar Plateau is uh, this area named Rawalpindi, Islamabad, Jhelum, Chakwal. I mean the area between the Indus and the Chenab region, namely, is called Potwar, and you find it has a specific culture. It is lush green. It There are lots of agriculture. This area is the house of many old historic civilizations like Texla, like Sama, Katasraj. Fine. So this is really very significant area, and Salt Range is one of the very important region for Pakistan from many ways, especially Kura mines, which produce the salt, and this is also uh, a key industrial area for Pakistan because of the uh, Attock oil refinery, uh, and then Bestway cement, and also there are minerals like coal and oil and gas and much more. Height varies from 3,000 meter to 600 meters. Sorry, 600 meters to 300 meters to 600 meters. Uh, residual 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 hills mean here people take these mountains are not very high. People have their residences. Mean you find the village, even city somehow uh, there, and there are two very important region. For example, Kalachita ranging up to 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters mean 3,000 feet high. It's a badland topography, mean Shah's Ravens landscape of the ridge mean uneven trenches and others. It has parallel salt range from 750 meters to 900 meters. Fine. I mean, the salt range average 750 meters to 900 meters. And drainage, I mean, when there normally there is no snowfall in these regions of the Potowar, but comparatively, Potowar region is much better climate than the other regions of Punjab. They include River Swan, Uchali, and Khabeki Lake, and Kalarghar. Uchali is a small river which flows down from the high to low and the developed lakes. And Uchali Lake is considered to be the one of the big natural water lakes in Pakistan. And Kalarghar Lake, everybody is familiar. Whosoever travels on the motorway find this lake. Economy, as I've already expressed, it is rich in soapstones, marble, non-metallic minerals, limestone, gypsum, dolomite, and clay. But all these, dear students, all these properties are utilized and they are very important for making for the cement and others. In this area, there is oil and gas reserves like Khor, Tutiya, Dulia, they in Attock region. Fine. So then there is a very mega project industry, Attock oil refinery. In Potowar region, there is a vast agriculture and mostly it is arid, mean the area watered or irrigated through the rainwater and produces gram, wheat, barley, maize. Balochistan Plateau. Just look at this picture and imagine the wilderness and beauty both together in the Balochistan Plateau. This is the surface people find in the Balochistan. It has the rich and eroded landscape. I mean, you look at this, find there the highest, and then there is slope, steep and slope, and I mean everything is pointing and ridging. Barren mountain, I mean Toba, Kakar, Hala, Rasco, and the Makran coast from 6 meters to 3010 meters. I mean, these are extremely wilderness because the population of Balochistan is quite uh, low than the population of the other regions of Pakistan. Fine. And the mountain range start from 600 meters to 3010 meters. There are several irregular depressions, including Lorelei and Job basins. I mean, but sometimes they say that in the Lorelei and the Zob basin is called bed. Mean there is more flat spaces available. Fine. So these areas where the this Balochistan Plateau falls down and become flat and even to some extent. On the western side, there are inland drainage basins. Uh, Drainage system is very important because how these people live and how agriculture survives here with the water. So carets are called inland drainage basins. Made within the land they have carets. Carets is that the pipes. I mean, you can say that water channels have been constructed within the land and they are covered Well, there is a Las Villa plain that is marked by sand dunes and gravels. That the region of Las Villa is sandy. The fine dunes mean the hollows in the mountains and the land. Makran Coast, which is narrow coastal plain. I mean, the Makran Coast is very special, which develops on the coastline, and this is why uh, Gwadar is situated uh, because Gwadar is also situated um, in this same region. Uh, and according to the experts, it is quite useful, natural, because of its strong topography. Means the ship can easily come and take cargo, and they can load it and unload it easily. Students, move next. Economy and the people. Apart from all the barrenness, all its wilderness, horrific topography, and Balochistan is a matchless space. It has many beautiful places. It is filled with fruits. Clear? Let's. In Haran and Panjgo, there are gold and antimony deposits. As I've expressed, that Balochistan is full of resources. Haran and Panjgor, gold, chromite, copper, they are also the very important uh, minerals. Rekodik is the project. Gas, crude oil, and coal deposits. The economy is through livestock and its products, fishing in Omara, Gwadar, and Pasni. Means that here is a huge number of livestock. Clear? Like livestock include the animals, cattle, including camels, goats, sheep, and much more. And there is a variety of fruit produced in these regions. There is also a vegetable and the seed industry. The students, I think it's enough. We have learned the Plateau regions, Potwar Plateau, and the Balochistan Plateau. The comparison is that the Potwar Plateau is pleasant with fertile areas, although they are arid areas. Potwar Plateau has the cultural significance, and there are minerals. But Balochistan Plateau, although is barren, hot, tough terrain, but it is far greater important because of the minerals, fruits, vegetable, culture, location, defense, and many more. Thank you very much.